kahiko, of course, because most of our mo'olelo do. And that means a very long time ago. How many of you guys know Pele? Raise your hand, say I. And what an exciting time to be living here right now to see Pele very much alive, coming down that mountain, going where she like go, because she's Pele. So very long ago, Pele's working, and she needed a waho omaha, she needed to take a bit of a break. So she comes out of her lua pit to admire the beauty of her work, and she's on Hawaii Island, finally the last island, because Kauai is the oldest, and she made her way. So she comes out, and out in the distance, she sees this beautiful, tall, magnificent, dark, muscular Hawaiian man. And her eyes get so ono for him. So like nothing, she walks right up to him and she says, "Aloha mai, pehe mai ne oi, no he mai ne oi," which is, "Hey, aloha, how you, who you, where you from?" And this man says, "Aloha mai o ohi ano wau, no puna mai au." And so they get to talking story, and Pele's like, "Oh, you know." And I don't know, ladies, if you're out there where you kind of understand this story and understand how we women want something. Our eyes want it, our bodies want it, our spirits want it, every part of ourselves want it. And we're gonna do everything to get it. So, they're talking story, and Ohia, though, and without Pele's knowing, he's married, and he's very in love and loyal with his wife. There's no other woman for him. He doesn't hana kolohe with anybody else. You know, he's very aloha pa'a with his wahine, pili pa'a. So he has this intuition that Pele's checking him out, and Pele wants more than just a talk story session. But Ohia, unbeknownst to Pele, he lets her, you know, he distanced himself from her a little bit, and he says, "You know, Pele, e kalamai, hui kalamai, please forgive me, but I'm actually a married man, and I'm very pa'a with my wife, with my wahine." And immediately, Pele now, she feels a little bit rejected and embarrassed. And these are new feelings for Pele. You know, nobody says no to her, and nobody rejects her. So these feelings are very new to a woman like her. So immediately she's like, "Hea, mai lakau?" Like, what? What the heck are you talking about? And her body starts to heat up a little bit, and Ohia says, no, you know, calm down. My wahine is coming home right now. My wife is on her way home. So Pele is thinking, okay. Well, show me this wahine of yours then. So he says, well, she's coming down the mountain right now. So Ohia's wife comes home, and they get to talking stories. And lehua says, "Aloha mai o lehua no wau no puna mai au," which is, "Aloha, I'm lehua, I'm from this area of Puna, and aloha." And immediately Pele is like, "What? No. How can you want that? I am Pele. I made Mauna Loa. I made Mauna Kea. I made all these islands, and you want her and not me." And immediately, boom! She blows them up to crisp and ash. The end. I'm just joking. There's a little bit more to this story. But there's a lot that's happening in this mo'olelo that I'm sure each and every one of us are familiar with. These different emotions and decisions we make. Sometimes we fly off the handle too early, yeah? So, Ohia and lehua, they're crisp and ash on the ground. And there's Pele feeling all real. Hair is ablaze, fire in her eyes. Her skin is red lava, fire, everything. And out of the ocean comes Pele's brother, Kamoho'ali'i, the akua, the shark god. And out of the sky comes Pele's other brother, Kalehekili, the akua, the god of storms, lightning, all of that. And all of Pele's sisters come, and they all tell her, "Oh, Pele, how come you wouldn't do that for? Jeez, Pele, you know, you cannot do that, Pele." Now, Pele's the oldest now. And you know, like how your brothers and sisters, they like tell you what for do, yeah? Your brothers and sisters, sometimes they tell you, "Oh, you know, you should raise your child like this, or you should do that, or you should clean it like this." And you don't like hear them, you don't like listen to your brothers and sisters because you're in that mode where you're like, "No, I'm not hearing nobody. I know everything." Well, that's what the state of mind that Pele was in. And finally, her baby sister, Hi'iakaikapolio Pele, her most beloved, most favorite sister of all, comes to her side and quietly, humbly says, "You know, Pele, that wasn't very pono, you know. And you cannot blow people up because they don't do what you want them to do." And so Pele finally comes down, her hair finally goes back to black, her eyes are finally go back to black, and her skin is finally like skin, and she says, "Nah, you know, you're right." So Pele praise, she chants and offers her mana to this mound of ash. And out of the ash comes the tree, lehua. And to this day, you go halema'uma'u, you go kilauea, the only life form that can break through that that pahoehoe is lehua. And with that, we'd love to give to you this mele and this dance from Kumu Hula Kaui Dalire of Kawailehua'a'alakahonua. He ku